Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a reading for you in the wake of the new moon in Gemini, which occurred 2 or 3 days ago. This is impacting you in your own area of strength and activity, and that is in sharing resources with others, sharing intimate resources with others, love, money. This is a place of your natural strength. And like all of us, you are clearing away space in order to reset, to allow something new in. So let's get started with trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is, I think, something of a no-brainer for most Scorpios. Powerful sense of attunement to unseen energies, unspoken energies. In any situation, in any relationship, you have a general grasp of what is really desired, what you really desire, whether something is aligned with you or not. And I think in this case, you can be engaged in a particular kind of relationship that you see the bigger picture to, or you see the story playing out in some way. That's what's coming to me. You see the way the relationship is playing itself out, and you are not naive. You're not uninformed about possibilities that the relationship may be holding or expectations that others have of you in this relationship. What is clarifying this is the Four of Cups and the Eight of Wands. So this is telling me that you're restless. You've been dissatisfied in the past. That there was a place where you came to where you understood that something was missing. You wanted more. And there was an opportunity that you had considered and determined that you would open yourself up to it in a newer way, in a healthier way than perhaps you had in the past. And this healthier way includes the determination of what benefits it brings to you. And I say this with a view that this relationship may have focused on the benefit to the other party in the past, or some opportunity, some perspective you were lacking in the initial connection. So now you're engaging it from a more mature perspective, but from a greater sense of self-acceptance, knowing your limitations and bounds, knowing what is a match for your energies as you have changed. And this is opening you up to new invitations, new offers, new opportunities that you are pursuing. You're aware that there is something better for you, and that you have to chase that opportunity through your connections, through your networks, through whatever information you can gain that will help you to connect up with others who are moving in a similar direction. So this can be pursuing a new job, pursuing a new community, or even a different set of relationships, or engaging with your friendships in a way that brings you greater benefit, expands you, helps you to grow. In the present, the Chariot card, this is about your clarity about what you desire. This understanding that you can put aside the kinds of sacrifices you've made in the past. You see them as distractions. There's a sense that you no longer have to fit into a situation that you once tried to fit yourself into. Instead, that you have a gift, you have a talent, you have energy, and the pursuit of goals or successes that only you can accomplish. And that comes through this very clear sense of where you're moving to. This is about unleashing desire, allowing yourself to claim something that you truly want. So there are a variety of reasons why you may have placated others in the past, prioritized their needs in the past. And it has taken you a while to recognize that you have ambitions of your own, that you are now capable of pursuing. In the past, the Six of Wands shows, you've already had some victories. You've already gained recognition. You've already been successful on this path, but you are where you're only midway. You're only at the beginning, that this pathway to success or victory is just foundational now. That you're recognized, you're appreciated, you achieve, particularly appreciated by those you work with, who really understand that you are committed to the success of the team, not simply to yourself as an individual. And that feels like a unique quality that others that you work with do not always see, do not always get a chance to appreciate. That you can be destined for something else, but you are thoroughly committed to the work, to your responsibilities in the place you're at. And that has netted you this place of feeling like, now I know what I want. Now I know what I want to pursue for it that would satisfy my ambitions. This can include going back to school for some of you, or doing a training program for some of you. It might involve moving to a new location, getting a new job. Those are all possibilities here. And in the future, the Four of Swords. Now, this is interesting because I see this as one of your strengths here. The Four of Swords being the possibility of beginning to recognize a pattern in your life, a pattern of challenges, of obstacles, ways in which you believe you've been betrayed, you've been blocked, you have been misunderstood, or you've simply been hurt. You've certainly been wounded here. And in the recognition of the pattern, you begin to reframe these experiences of betrayal. You begin to see that you have a pretty good sense about your own foundation now. And the sense of empowerment that you do have is something you're grateful for. And you recognize that these challenges are part of how you got there. They were essential lessons you had to learn, as bitter as they were, that as a result of these lessons, you're actually in a place of appreciating the opportunities you have moving forward, recognizing that everything you have is a result of your experiences in the past and your ability to overcome them, and to understand the deeper pattern that you were choosing in the past, or not choosing, with your own interests, your own growth, your own truth in mind. So it really feels like you're moving in this very powerful and profound direction at this time. Scorpio, if this reading is resonating for you, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I appreciate all of you who are present with me here and supporting me in whatever way that you do. So the Six of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, and this Ace of Swords keeps coming out. So we're all looking for our truths, I do believe, at this time. The King of Cups is an interesting place from this really humble success I believe you have gained in the past. Your rise, your victory here is really an acceptance of your humility, your ability and willingness to humble yourself, to do whatever needs to be done with a positive attitude that you can only grow. And that is evidence in many ways of your emotional maturity, your willingness to understand that you work with others according to their needs. I feel like there's some kind of leadership quality here or way in which you've been responsible for the work of others, the experiences of others, and there's a gentleness to you. There's this understanding that uh, your ability to embrace others, to connect to others, is a strength. It is not a vulnerability. It's not a weakness. And this is something that others have judged you for in the past. Your openness, your desire for friendship, for camaraderie, your ability to connect emotionally to others, something that has been burdensome to you in the past. Others see you as a true friend, and yet you're understanding the truth and the power of that now. This has helped you to recognize one of your greatest qualities that is leading you to your victory, that helps you stand on your truth, perhaps your experience that is unique to the experiences of others. And for some of you, that is some real hardship you've undergone that has helped you understand that love was never lacking. And as a result of that, you are open to loving. You're open to sharing the love that you have, the feelings of care and nurturance, respect, giving the attention to the needs of others. The Chariot card in the present is clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Wow. Yeah, there is a lot of judgment that you've had to endure, a lot of I think deception is a good way of saying it, not to make too much of the skullduggery of others, but there's a way in which your particular intelligence has been ignored or misunderstood. There's a way in which you've been judged harshly as being different, as having access to information that isn't understood by others, of people dismissing your ideas as too crazy. You have a strong intuition, not only this ability to be connected on a deep level with people, but this ability to gain information from places other people don't have access to. And this is really fundamental to the way that you are understanding the foundation you need to grow. So there's this kind of genius I'm seeing that you inhabit, and it's something that is very threatening to others. It's something that really comes out of a creative imagination, but there's also a recognition of truth as it relates to equity, justice, fairness to others. And this is fundamental to you. It's fundamental to your idea of victory, what you desire, what you're building, the foundation you're building. This can be about the kind of partnerships or connections you're making, the quality of those, the quality of individuals who you want to work with, who you see as building up your foundation in a way that can be quite profitable, very practical, and productive. So it's almost as though you are able to vibe with people that others don't see value in. You're able to accept and work with unusual intelligence or energies. It's certainly creative, and it's certainly highly intuitive and imaginative. In the future, the Four of Swords is clarified by the Four of Wands. Underneath it, the Eight of Pentacles. I'll take those. So yeah, I see you building foundation. You have 3 fours on the table, or 4 fours on the table, I will say. You have the Four of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Four of Swords. That's all the fours. So we're talking about foundations here and also challenges. But from your vantage point, as you come to accept more and more of the patterns in your life that look challenging, that look like hardship, that look like blocks or obstacles to any kind of success or security or truth for you, you instead are working towards something that is community, something that represents an opportunity to grow, to expand, and to pursue or celebrate a community of growth, to celebrate the very process of being open to growth, of letting truth in, to entertaining the truths of others, and to work in partnership. This represents an incredible work ethic, a willingness on your part that hard work is required, the consistency, perseverance, dedication to your craft, kind of loyalty to your vision. This is all aligned with personal self-improvement. So you understand you're not just working towards the success of your security, your stability, practical material rewards, even wealth or prosperity in your life, but you're also working, it's in parallel to your own growth as an individual, your own stability. This is all in preparation for the opportunities that you sense are coming towards you. I'm going to finish this reading, Scorpio, with a language of flowers, and I pulled the white carnation, and the key word is devotion. I like this a lot. Be true and pure in thought and deed. How interesting, Scorpio, I'm sorry. The idea that truth, your intelligence at every level, creative, emotional, is also a way in which you personally vet your own motives, your own intentions, and make sure that you are securing or moving towards your own desires. Thank you so much, Scorpio, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.